hate puppies. It's good podcast.
I feel threatened.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Inside the Pallet House. Potentially the first one being live streamed. Potentially not.
Potentially.
Not
About
really
to
sure.
find out.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Live streamed on YouTube.
On the interwebs.
Yeah.
Don't go looking for it. It may not be there. We've been working through IT difficulties for the last hour and a half.
Yeah. At least.
That was good. We were supposed to kick off, I think, an hour ago, but we've been working through some technical difficulties. But I feel like we are making progress because we got Ely on it.
Yeah.
Which is
Great.
Which is great news. Yeah, we got a genius in our midst. Thank goodness. So, how are you guys holding up this morning?
I'm here. It's been a long week, man. That snow really threw this whole town into a fucking shit show.
You guys had a foot.
Yeah, you weren't here.
Dude.
No
You
lube.
missed it.
This is the worst case scenario for me. I ended up getting that. We got that 12 inches of snow, and then
Yeah.
I had to hit the road to do a whirlwind road trip of the north up in Pennsylvania and D.C., Maryland, West Virginia. It was crazy, which was crazy because I left here, and I'm not kidding. When I got to Fredericksburg, there was no snow on the ground.
Really?
Yeah, 60 miles from here, didn't get anything. And we got dumped with a foot of snow. So
I got a friend that lives in Suffolk. Suffolk. He said they didn't get anything, and that's not too far
That's crazy.
from here either.
I don't understand that. I went north to get away from the cold.
Well, either do the meteorologists, apparently.
They know nothing.
So I've known people that follow that WRIS
Weather risk
dude,
guy, yeah.
That dude. And I've never followed him, but this was the first time that I really got into him. People have always said, posted his thing.
Oh, yeah.
Here comes a snowstorm, and I've never paid any mind to it, but I really started going onto his page and digging deep. And my man said exactly what was going to happen.
He's almost always right.
And he's lunching on these people. They're saying 3 inches, but
Oh,
they're
yeah.
special ed. But
oh God,
Hold on, who is this guy? I don't know anything
So he
about
lives
this
in
guy.
Chester. He's I forget his history, but
clearly he's the Ron Burgundy of fucking weathermen.
yes,
Go fuck yourself, son?
Yeah, oh
Yeah.
yeah. He talks shit.
He's like a douche.
yeah, people don't like him.
So that's why he
Yeah.
doesn't have a job.
All
'cause
he
he's
does,
he's a
yes,
dick.
probably.
Yeah.
I don't know anything about the dude, but that's probably it. But he's total cocksucker on his Facebook posts.
Yeah.
He's
So he's clowning people. He's
Oh,
not
yeah.
just hey guys, we're gonna get. He's
Yeah,
like,
but
hey,
super
Gene
smart.
Autry's an idiot.
But
Yeah,
he's
yeah.
super smart. He pulls up all of the different maps and all of the different,
Models
the different
and-
models, and he's like, this is why, this last big storm, this is what they were saying and why they were saying because they were using this model, but it's always wrong because watch this model, this is what really happens. And he's like, you're going to see 11 to 13 inches, and they're calling for 3 right now. And it was dead on.
yeah, spot
Yeah.
on.
Reminds me of prom night.
Yeah.
She's like, I'm looking for about 3. You don't know. It's about 11 to 13.
Yeah,
Yeah, but it's okay. I'm good at half shaft.
Yeah, don't worry. I'll make it work. You got just enough salt for 3?
Oh, I thought it was.
Take care of it.
I thought it was 4 3 times.
Yeah, exactly. Right.
However, we got to get there.
Yeah, you can add these up, right?
Yeah, the math.
Yeah, you'll have 145 inches by the time we're done, for sure.
Or maybe just the 11 I promised once.
Exactly, yeah.
Let's be honest.
It was prom night.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly. And we're out.
Yeah.
Want to go to IHOP?
Yeah,
Call it a day.
I never went to IHOP in high school. I was Denny's all the way.
Yeah, we were
Yeah,
Denny's.
I think it just comes down to what's close to you.
It is because we didn't have a lot of IHOPs.
But was IHOP even open late night?
Yeah, I think IHOP's
No.
No, it was Denny's. Well, it's Denny's and Waffle
Denny's
House
was
have always
24
been-
hours.
Denny was 24, and
Was
I
IHOP
felt
was
like
never
a full,
24
I went like a
hours.
full. Yeah, I don't think it ever
No,
is.
no.
But I felt like a full grown ass adult when I was in middle school or high school, and I went to a Denny's at the middle of the night. It was
Yeah.
a sit down restaurant. And
Oh.
I'm paying a bill.
And I feel like
I'm grown
Denny's,
up.
and Denny's at 1 a.m. was like the 1990s World Star. You used to see the craziest shit go
yeah.
down
Oh,
at
yeah.
Denny's. Yeah,
That's a
for
fact.
sure.
We just didn't know to yell World Star.
Hammered people coming in, you know what I mean? Fucking cussing out the people that worked there.
People live in a different world, yeah.
for sure.
It was a good
It
time.
was awesome.
Now that you say it, every memory I have when I think back, it involves Denny's. It was
Yeah.
always was always late night Denny's.
For sure. Southern Slam all the way.
We also had a place up in Northern Virginia called Amphora. Amphora was like our local Denny's, and it would sell everything through the
What a
night.
weird name.
It was a Greek place.
Who?
And it was phenomenal. And I
Okay.
went back there not long ago just to kind of see what was up. It was like 2 a.m. Went by there. Same shit. Absolutely packed out. People partying.
We used to, when we go to Kings of Me in high school, instead of buying their overpriced crap food, we get on the shuttle bus and they take us over to the Best Western that was like adjacent to Kings of Me, and they had a Denny's. You could eat there for like $8 like a king, then go back into the park and ride all the rides again.
I feel like a Best Western in a Denny's in a Best Western like sums up American culture. Like that's
That definitely streamlines things a
For
bit.
sure.
You could do your meth up here and just walk downstairs and go to the Denny's.
yeah.
Especially next to Kings of Man, because for those who don't know, Kings of Man's like, it's an amusement park, but it's like the entry level amusement park. Like,
Yeah.
it's not nice per se. Like, they have dope rides and stuff, but it's not like a Disney World or even like a Busch Gardens or a Six Flags or anything like that. That's like clean and like, I don't know. Kings of Man is just a weird space.
Well, did you guys ever mess with Six Flags?
I've only been to one, I think.
I've heard they're awesome though.
They are, but they're in the same vein.
Oh, are they?
Not super clean, but
Okay.
they got everything you could want. But
Yeah.
they're not really worried about, making sure that everybody's smiling and that it's
Yeah.
clean. It's not Disney by any stretch, but they're like, that thing goes 90 miles an hour and will give you whiplash. Like, good enough.
Yeah,
There's
I'm
cotton
in.
candy strewn
That's
about.
right.
Like that's a real.
We have
amusement
railings
park.
on our decks. That's about it.
That's it.
Yeah.
I'm not
We're code minimum here.
Exactly.
code
Yeah.
minimum. It's a 1-star amusement
Yeah.
park. I was at King's Dominion once. I know I've told you guys this. I don't know if I've ever told it on the air, but King's Dominion freaks me out because you know that ride, the Berserker?
Oh, yeah.
It's like the pirate
Pirate
ship
ship,
that goes,
yeah.
that
All
goes
the way
and
upside down.
Yeah, and then it starts doing the loop-de-loops. I went there senior year of high school, and I was on the damn Berserker, and the cage, like the harness that comes over you,
The over the shoulder harness.
it disconnected on me before we started doing the loop-de-loops.
What?
Like, we were just going up, so I'm at like the halfway point, like, and all of a sudden it just goes kink and just opens up, and
All the way.
And it opened enough that I could have gotten out. It
Yeah.
definitely locked about 12 clicks beyond where I
Yeah.
wanted it
Yeah.
to be. And I was like, oh God. And then I'm holding on, and my buddy's
you had the
like,
lap
Does your
bar.
boyfriend do the arm across the chest thing?
yeah, the guy's name was Chris.
I've got you.
Yeah.
I haven't
exactly.
talked to Chris since high school, and I still am like, that guy's all right in my book.
Yeah.
Because he definitely reacted the right way.
How is it that you think like you're going to be strong enough to hold anything with your?
Because
Like,
I saw The Blind Side.
Yes.
He saved the kid's life. Weren't you watching?
yeah, that's right.
I definitely
Your
was
arms aren't
holding
any
on.
weaker. Like there's not a weaker position for your arm than when you hold it out to the side like that. Like
Yeah.
you can't hold back 5 pounds of
Exactly.
pressure.
You really can't. I was even thinking about that last night. I was in an Uber, and my wife decided not to put on her seatbelt because we were crammed across the back. And I just kept thinking, okay, if something happens, what's my best bet for acting as a seatbelt?
Yeah.
And I finally came to the conclusion that it was just lean in front of her and then grab the headrest of
Yeah.
the seat. And then I was like, that's perfect. Now my arms will just shatter.
Yeah.
But at least
Yeah.
I'll slow her down from going
You're
out.
assuming you'll have time to do all that. too.
Exactly.
I think if you just, in my
We all
mind,
think we're superheroes, Troy.
We do. We do.
I kept thinking it though, and I was like, all right, I'm ready to spring into action because at least I have a plan. So if panic happened, I was going to lean over,
Yeah.
grab, and I just knew because she didn't want to buckle, I was going to shatter my arms to save her.
Was she in one of the side seats?
She's in the middle seat. In the
See, I
back.
get that. Like the middle seat's weird, but that's like you want to buckle in that one because that's where you're straight. Do not pass go into the windshield.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you don't have the pleasure of slamming into the seat in front.
Chevy
Yeah.
shotgun? Is that what we're talking
Chevy
about?
shotgun.
Yeah.
Exactly right. No, but I was ready. I was going to save her life, and I was going to be a hero with broken arms.
You're a hero, dude.
You-
You're already a hero.
I appreciate that, Troy.
Yeah, dude. I had a super.
be your hero, baby.
I had a superhero experience this week,
Did you?
Oh, as he drinks his beer.
With your cape on?
dude. So I think I told Brendan. I don't know if I told Ely. I've had extreme hearing issues, and it's gotten worse over the past years. And so I was talking to our buddy.
You do always have
You got
me.
bit by a spider.
Yes,
Like yours is
Now I'm
cranked
hearing
up.
everything.
Yeah.
Like I have to crank yours up so loud because
Yeah.
if I keep it at what I think we would deem a normal level, you're like dude, I can't hear anything.
Yeah.
So you
Like,
are
Why is my headphones so
you
low?
are at a ridiculously high volume, which probably doesn't help your ears.
Probably
'Cause
not.
you've got giant speakers
Yeah.
just blaring. But that's more you. Go
That's
ahead.
neither here nor there.
No.
So I was talking to a mutual friend of ours, who the owner of Penny Lane Pub, about it one day, and I was like, hey, we were at the pool. I said, let me stand on this side of you. I hear better on my left.
Oh,
And he's like,
man.
he's
Yeah.
like,
You'll
oh,
be taking a trumpet with you everywhere you go.
Yeah, let me pop one of these
Yeah.
Viagra. Talk
Right.
on this side, and I'm going to eat this Viagra here.
so he goes, oh, dude, you need to go get these, and he whips out a hearing aid. He's wearing them. I had never even noticed.
You just peeled the curtain back on
Yeah.
the main guy from Penny Lane Pub.
So
Sure, he's happy to hear this.
I don't think he would care. So
Well, he won't hear it. Hey,
I see what you did there. So he's like, so we start talking about it, right? So finally, so he gives me the information for the audiologist. So I go and I have to take the wife because they do like hearing tests, and then they have like your wife talk to you to like, so they can judge like how well you hear them. My kids were with me because of course school's out for 4 fucking days.
Sorry, Doc. I'm numb to that voice.
Yes.
I was about to say that's the most difficult one to hear because
Yeah.
that's the one you don't hear, even if
You've
you're
been
hearing
used
perfect.
to tuning out for a
Yeah,
decade.
Exactly.
So I go through the test, and the doctor's like, yeah, you have significant hearing loss. I'm like, yes, I'm aware. So she fits me with these hearing aids, and it's like,
She gives me a wet willy first.
That's good.
does this help?
I'm cleaning. I'm just cleaning it.
Yep.
Dude,
It helps it bond when you put it in.
I put those things on, and I felt like a fucking superhero. Like,
Really?
I could hear everything, and it was so fucking crazy, dude. And I'm sitting there going, oh my God, I hear those papers rustling over there. I hear all this. And the wife's like, yeah, we hear it too. Because, like,
Wow.
it's like you putting on those in chromas, like, you're
Yeah.
not used to seeing the colors, and then you put on, you're like, oh my gosh, and it's like, yeah, this is what we see all
Yeah.
day, every day. Like, I had that with my hearing, dude. Like, the kids went out the room and down the hall, and were like, hey, and I was like, oh my gosh, I can hear that. Like,
Yeah.
it was crazy.
Oh, there goes
That's
that
pretty
excuse.
cool. So when you
Yeah.
getting them?
So I'm soon.
So you're getting hearing
yeah,
aids.
Yeah, definitely.
It's official.
Yeah, I'm excited. Like I hated to take the ones out that she fitted me with and have to walk out without them,
Man,
man.
you should get the old school ones, the big ones.
Those do look cool.
giant devices
the giant,
behind the
like,
ears.
the battery pack behind your
Yeah.
ear.
So
get that.
so this, like, of course, you know, it's 2018. These like connect to your phone. You can Bluetooth through them. You can use them as your
That blows my
what?
mind.
Yeah, so I can answer phone calls. You won't even know. I'll just
Come
be-
on.
Yeah, I can. I can.
I didn't know this.
I
can
feel like we need them now.
I can adjust each one individually. I can turn them on and off.
Whoa.
Dude, I can. This is the cool one. I can turn my mic on my phone and sit it down and then walk away
and secret spy on
and
people.
secret spy on people. Yes.
So
That's
just keep that in mind. Don't talk shit about Troy anymore.
Dude, are you serious?
If I put my phone down and walk away from you, you might not want to say anything around
Does
me.
insurance help with this?
A little. Yeah, my insurance does.
Really?
About a quarter of it.
Troy's
But it's
trying to
still
make hearing
expensive.
aids sound cool. I just
We talking like over $1,000?
What I'm gonna pay?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh, okay.
yeah, it's like a car, just a really bad one.
Really?
I'm gonna be out of pocket $3,400.
Oh, okay. But are they like? What's the lifespan on something like that? You got
She said they'll last a long time.
You get a good selling point.
If you're sitting here watching TV one day and you get an update and he fucking starts twitching.
Now the batteries go bad every few days.
9.8.1 version just got zapped into my brain.
You have to replace the batteries like once a week,
Really?
but they give you unlimited batteries.
Once a week?
Yeah,
You're gonna be bionic as fuck.
I know. I'm excited because I mean it's like hard on my relationship. It's hard on my life. Like you never think about it, but the audiologist was like, you spend a lot of energy trying to hear people. You don't even realize it because I have to focus on people talking. Like I have to.
Yeah.
I mean, it's hard.
Oh, I would so be playing music in my head and singing out loud, fucking with people.
All the time.
yeah, for
All
sure.
the time.
Well, I'm definitely gonna be podcasting like a mother.
I can't believe that. That's next level.
Yeah, but I feel like we're being sold that hearing aids are cool.
We are being sold that.
Are you? What's the difference between a hearing aid and a pair of glasses or contacts?
I don't know. Some people look better in glasses. No one looks better in a hearing aid.
If you can't tell,
it's a good starting point, I guess. Right?
I got to see how much there is.
I'm not as vain as you, so I don't think that way. Like I have a weakness. I'm gonna
Oh,
fix that.
I'd wear a hearing aid if I couldn't hear. And I know I'm getting close because I get like tinnitus in my ears all the time, like that ringing.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
I have it
and
all
I'll
the
just be
time.
sitting there like, all right. And my wife, as far as she's concerned, I haven't heard anything she said in 10 years.
Yeah.
Like, she's like, we've talked about this. And I'm like, really? But that's what's going to be interesting for you to really find out how much you're tuning out versus how much you actually can't hear.
Yeah.
Because I do think all men have a certain amount of selective hearing where we kind of hear what we want. We don't intend to.
I think it's more ADD.
Yeah.
Than
But
it
that's
is
all
anything.
part of it. Yeah. I just think that there's all these things going on, and
I
someone's
know I
telling
don't
you
actively
something.
tune out my wife because what good comes of that? Like, I'm only
None.
in the shit
Oh, no,
house.
no,
like,
no.
But I think we all do it, is all I'm saying. Like, if you're doing a handful of things and someone's just talking to you, you're like, yeah, I got it. But it doesn't
well, I
necessarily
do that with
compute.
everybody.
That's what I mean.
I do that with everybody.
So it's going to be interesting for you to find out how much of it was really a physical limitation.
Well, and that's where phones
versus-
piss you off too. Like, you'll be talking to somebody and then they'll pull their phone out and like they're looking for something. It's like, I know you're not fully listening
To a word
what
I'm
I'm
saying.
talking about. You're like,
Everybody does it.
you're grabbing pieces of it and you probably tell me a version of that story, but you're not picking up the details.
Yeah.
I'm interested to see how that really does pan out
Yeah.
in the end. Because I think at first, you'll be like, wow, I hear everything. But then after a while, the novelty will wear off and your brain will start working on that same wavelength, is my guess. You'll still miss the same stuff. Because I don't
Yeah.
think it's that I don't physically hear it. It's just for whatever reason.
But I physically
no.
don't. That's
Yeah,
there's the difference
so-
between you and me is I
Mine is
physically
not
don't.
that I physically don't. Mine is that my brain is thinking about something else.
Yeah, there's a breakdown. It
Yeah.
doesn't store in the memory.
For sure.
It just kind of moves on.
See,
and
my,
I'm
short,
like,
my
oops.
short-term memory is jacked, but I don't know. I mean, that has nothing to do with my hearing. Like, I literally have forgotten things. Like, people will tell stories, and I was there, and I just haven't.
That's it.
I have no recall of it. And it's like, you're not lying, but I don't remember it.
A lot of stuff that I have going on too could be resolved by using my calendar. Like Angela and I try to sync our calendars, but if we could put even more granularity into that thing, it would
Yeah.
help a ton. Because, for example, I'll have somebody that's like, "Hey, can Jacob spend the night on Friday?" Well, Angela's in Atlanta, and I'm like, "I have no clue.
Yeah.
Probably."
So your calendars aren't synced up on
Well,
your
they
phones?
are, but for bigger things. You
Yeah,
know what I
yeah.
mean? Like, we need to get it more granular where it's like more small things
Yeah.
to where we're using it as much as possible. Whereas now, it's, he could probably spend the night, but then I'll say yes.
And
It
then
should
it's
be
gone.
like, hey, remember, asshole, we got to go to Bill's house. You totally fucked up.
Like, no,
Yeah.
I'm double
yeah,
booked.
exactly. So I'm like hesitant to say,
Well, and sometimes
yes,
you
we
forget
could do
to
things.
put it on the calendar.
Oh,
There's
yeah.
always that.
Well, that's the thing. But
Because we have our calendar
you're
synced
one,
up.
you're
and I
one
don't-
step closer.
Yeah. I don't see, like, I remember when we got married, even before when we were dating, we had, like, the paper.
Palm
Like,
Pilot? Please
Yeah,
say
no,
Palm.
like the
Please
paper,
say
like,
Palm Pilot.
the paper
Calendar,
calendars
yeah.
that you, and we would sit down once a month and, like, write all that stuff. And now
Yeah.
I'm, like, so used to the phone, I can't imagine a life where, like,
Oh, there's still people that use those.
oh, I know, that's the
Oh,
crazy
yeah.
part.
But it's coming. You think this hearing aid, if it really has Bluetooth and all of this craziness, it's hearing that stuff. It's just a matter of
it's a-
time before it starts funneling some of that to your phone.
Fuck your phone. It's going to start telling you, hey, you got this, you need to do this in an hour.
That would be sweet.
That's what it's going to do.
Because my phone already picks up on, like, if I send an email and I'm like, oh, yeah, I'm going to do this, then Google be like, hey, just so you know, you're in Pittsburgh tomorrow.
Like,
Yeah.
I'm really
like, damn.
blown away about what he said, because that's like, to me, we've talked about this before. We haven't had any really large leaps in technology or anything like that. And hearing that and the capabilities of a hearing aids, to me, that's like the farthest I've heard things going. Like,
When he said the Bluetooth, I was like, you got to be kidding me.
Yeah.
that this is in
That's
there.
next level.
And you can take phone calls. Because hearing aids are just supposed to be a cone.
Yeah,
What?
right.
Watch this. You got the
Or
cone
a,
in your ear.
a tiny speaker, and all
Yeah.
it does is amplify.
Yeah, that's all
whatever
I
you
thought
hear.
they
Yeah.
were.
tying that into Google being able to tell you things and whatever you want, asking, hey, what's the weather supposed to be like tomorrow? And boom, it just tells you in your ear.
Yeah.
That's where, I mean,
It's going to get to the point where people have hearing aids that don't need hearing aids. They just
Absolutely.
need an assistant.
Well, it'll be like
Yes.
the
in their
Google
ear.
Glass of
Yeah.
yes, exactly.
because people walk around. I mean, I do it. I have a Bluetooth headset I wear around my neck that's got the earbuds.
Yeah.
Like I can throw that in the trash, But like, and they look weird too. So so you could just get one of those hearing aids that does that. You
Yeah.
can't even see.
Well, look
and
how
it's
many
like-
idiots walk around with those AirPods in their ears
Yeah.
all day long.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
even when they're not listening to music. Because You have all that shit. The Google Buds have real-time translation.
Dude, I
I
saw
have those
that.
buds.
Do you?
They came with the phone, I think.
They're ridiculous. No, not the ones that plug in.
Oh no,
Like-
Bluetooth ones.
Yeah, the
Okay,
Bluetooth
gotcha.
ones have real-time translation. And
So
if
you can
turn
go
on
to
the app-
another country and in real time talk to someone.
Yeah, if your phone is picking up on the conversation and you're telling it, hey, I need help because they're speaking Portuguese, it'll translate into your ear what they're saying. I mean, that's...
So you wouldn't have to eat a ton of chicken.
I was getting clowned for that last night. My wife was like, Ocho chicken. And I was like, oh, no, it was Quattro.
Yeah.
See, now you're just exaggerating. I ate 4 chickens, not 8. Like, don't make shit up.
I saw a funny meme about that real time translation. Somebody put at the bottom of it. Oh, the nail salon's gonna be lit next time.
Oh, I saw that too. Yeah, for sure.
Like somebody's going there. Yep.
Yeah, bitch. You said what?
Yeah, that's right. Just come off the top of that thing. Just
Yeah.
kick
I
somebody in
didn't
the
have time to
face.
cut 'em.
That's right.
That's
Don't judge me.
Hearing all the shit
Exactly.
talking they're doing.
Looks like this bitch was chewing on these toenails.
Like, wait, what? You
Exactly.
grab your Pixel Bud. Wait,
Yeah.
come again?
Right.
Somebody's gonna find out something they don't want to know.
For
'Cause
sure.
Somebody's gonna be like, "Oh, you know her husband's cheating on her, right?" Or like some crazy shit because some other client was in there blabbing about something. You
Yeah.
know, like, maybe
hey,
this isn't a good thing.
hey, ladies, Mandarin? Speak Mandarin? Click, click,
Mm-hmm.
click, click. Like, here we go.
I don't even think you need to click it. I think the phone just tells you.
Yeah, the phone might. You would think.
I know on mine, I got to pick the language I'm trying
Oh, really?
to translate.
Interesting.
Yeah, look at these ridiculous hurdles.
And you walk into the nail salon, you're like, "Ma'am, what language y'all speaking here?"
What's your dialect?
Exactly.
Or you call ahead of time. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what you do.
Just wait to hear how they say
Random
hello.
question.
Yeah. What's the price on a full pedicure and
Preferred
for a
language.
friend?
What do you habla? Yeah,
There you go.
exactly.
And I guess some people will buy them just to fuck with other people, like because I mean, unless you're world traveling, you really don't need them, right?
Yeah, no.
I certainly.
That's what I'm
If you're
saying. There's
so-
no huge advances that are like jumping us to the next level. It's all fancy little shit.
I don't know. You listen to Elon Musk. The advances are happening in the background. They just haven't released them. It sounds
For
like
15,
that
20
guy's
years.
a pothead. I can't trust anything he says.
Yeah.
that dude didn't even
Weird is that?
inhale.
Did we talk about that? We did talk about that. How
He didn't
weird.
even inhale.
But who gives a fuck? Like
That's what I don't
That's the whole
understand.
thing. Is it's like the idea that someone like Elon Musk should be held to the same standards as fucking basic people like us. Like, how about you just shut the fuck up and let the brilliant man do what he does?
Yeah, I got no
Like-
issues with him.
Well, what
smoking
percentage
pot.
of
It's like-
adults over a certain age you think have never smoked pot?
It's like one of those things
nerds.
where people say, like for example, like multiverse. Oh, multiverse doesn't make sense. Why the fuck do you think what's going on in our world would make sense to your brain?
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't comprehend.
Yeah, we
You know
comprehend
habla.
exactly. Same thing with Elon Musk. Why do you think? Like, you don't say, "Oh, we can't trust Einstein because the dude had fucked up hair." Do you see that shit?
Yeah.
Who
Yeah.
said that?
I'm just saying in general.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
I
quit
was like, was
trying.
this a problem?
You can't put those people into a box. Don't
Yeah.
put them into your societal box. They've already proven that they're fucking
Yeah.
geniuses.
He's well beyond you.
Right.
So stop worrying
Just walk
about
the fuck away.
Yeah.
Stop worrying about that. He tried to look cool for 1 second so that he could relate to
Yeah.
a dumbass like you. That was all he was trying to do.
But
Yeah,
I
he's
wouldn't
trying to
even
make
give
him-
a fuck if he was getting grilled. Would you?
no, what do I care? In
Right.
fact, I truly got to believe that when his brain gets grilled, it goes to a different place.
Yeah.
Oh, he
Starts
gets grilled.
thinking-
Cool. Then he's getting on a plane to go to Chile to fucking help some goddamn people build a robot to save some kids. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm good with you,
Yes.
Elon. Do whatever you want.
Now, if he starts eating mad, jalapeno Cheetos and not doing his shit, like a little bit
Yeah.
of radio silence out of Tesla and his,
Yeah,
his
yeah,
companies
yeah.
for a while, we may have a problem. But
Yeah.
I mean, let him do his thing.
It's not like the innovations have slowed down because
Right.
he took one hit on Joe
Exactly.
Rogan's podcast.
Yeah.
Like,
Well,
That's
they're
the problem
still
with
doing
dumb
fine.
people is like they don't realize how dumb they are. It's like
Yes.
just sit back. It's okay to not be the smartest person in the room. That's when you sit back and shut up and just take it all in.
Right.
I mean, I don't know why you would spout off on that. Like, you know that those assholes are the same one drinking fucking red wine by the fucking bottle.
And Sunny
just-
D.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he's a
Together.
Right. Yeah.
Elon Musk definitely puts down a lot of booze.
Yeah, for
If you
sure.
like-
No, I'm saying the people judging him for fucking smoking that pot.
yeah.
It's like, they're fucking sitting around, getting baked or fucking not baked.
And he lives where it's legal, right? So it's
Yeah.
not
Yeah,
even
exactly.
like what the hell? Like that's like I bought a cheeseburger because it's legal.
That's a whole nother thing. The fact that
Cheeseburgers?
certain shit's legal and not legal is silly. And it's silly. And look, I'm not a big government guy, but it is, as somebody who likes to eat junk food, it is crazy the amount of food that gets made that we eat. It's like not even close to food, but it's delicious.
And it's even to me. Angela and I were talking about this the other day. Why is there not a keto paleo fast food place yet?
Yes, that would make sense.
Why would it's either a testament to
But there's
how much
things-
we don't want that, we think we do.
But that's it. I mean, I think you already hit it on the head because look, every McDonald's and Wendy's and everything has salads or just
I'm not talking about a
grilled
fucking
meat.
salad. I'm talking about going and getting some money ass
Meat.
sauteed veggies and some
Yeah.
steak.
That's called a barbecue place.
No. Like a drive-through, a fast food place. Everybody wants fast food,
Yeah.
but they don't want to eat fast food.
I think you're overestimating the population. I think they do want fast food because you do it too.
Well, that's
right?
what he's saying.
You roll up
Like-
to a place and it has options, and then you ultimately go, fuck it, I'll take the bacon cheeseburger and the fries.
No. I agree. I agree with that in concept, but I'm sitting here telling you that I know that I love vegetables and steak. I don't like salads.
Yeah, I mean, I do drive around looking for something that would be healthy because I'm on the road so much for
Yeah.
work.
Yeah.
But it's a constant struggle for me to find something
Right.
that's not just going to make me fatter while I sit in the car for 10 hours.
The idea that there's no market for people that want some sort of paleo, keto, non-starchy, or even just natural food is crazy to me.
Yeah, because that's
I
a
get
huge
it.
industry.
Huge. I mean, Chipotle's not just killing it because it's fucking good.
Yeah.
They're killing it because it's what people want.
Yeah. I mean, I'll when I'm on the road, I'll stop at an Outback for lunch just to get a steak because I'm like,
But
at
do
least
you
it's
think
healthy.
that if legitimate fast foods McDonald's joint that could give you Chipotle style veggies and meats and had a solid rotating menu would not destroy? Everybody's looking for a fast food place to give you something.
If you could truly get it through a drive-through, it would.
Yes.
Because right now they have quick service, but you have to go in and you have to sit
No.
down.
The thing with steak
People
that would
on
be
drive-thru.
people. The thing about steak that would be weird in a fast food setting is it'd have to be like cubed or something.
Yes.
because you can't get like a straight up slice of steak
Right.
and
Yeah.
take it in your car. And then it's weird. Like
Dinosaur-shaped steak.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I'll take the T-Rex steak.
yeah,
But I just think
well, it makes sense. I mean,
I'm telling you right now, I would go there.
yeah,
Yeah.
It would help me
For
all the
sure.
time. Part of the reason that I have such a hard time not being a fat ass is because I
What's
like
available.
going to
I
Yeah,
agree.
quick.
there.
Yeah.
Quick.
I eat more sheets than anything because I know I can get horrible processed chicken like in a salad. I don't like the salad, but at least I know I can get a lot of meat and cheese
Yeah.
on it. I find myself eating sheets all over the damn place.
Right.
I must have eaten at Sheets 4 days this week.
See, all we have is a Wawa near me, and
Twice
I
in
love Wawa.
Breezewood. Good old Breezewood. I spent a lot of time in Pennsylvania this week. That is an interesting place, man. It's like you got Philly, you got Pittsburgh, and then you've got mining country.
Yeah.
Everywhere in
Oh, yeah,
between.
for
I mean,
sure.
it's wild out there. Like,
Yeah, I've been out there a few times. We should go to that big Cabela's out there.
you guys ever mess with Pittsburgh? Ever been?
once it was a long
Didn't
time
you go with
ago.
me on that trip when we were in college?
Nope. I always
That's the
hear
only
about
time.
that. Pittsburgh is a fun ass town,
Yeah.
man. In fact, I got us a deli from Pittsburgh this week.
Oh, you did?
I did. I don't know if you want to go there now and get this party started.
It's up to you.
Let's do it.
I'm down. Let's go
It's
for it.
12:05 on a Sunday. We can start drinking.
Oh my god, you already are drinking. I'm just gonna go ahead
Hello.
and put that out there for you.
Yeah, the people can see it.
The
Yeah.
funny thing is that I bought this deli.
It was 12:05 at 10:05 too. So what about it?
I go to this brewery in Pittsburgh and I'm like, oh yeah, get some local beer, you know. And then I get this 6-pack home, and it says it's brewed in Ohio. I was like, how the hell does that happen?
That's right next door, though.
I guess so. It just threw
Yeah.
me for the loop. I was like, yeah, local Pittsburgh beer. And then I come back with
Oh, I see what you did. You're making fun of me. Fathead Sunshine Daydream.
yeah, I'm excited for this because anyone who knows about the true deli, the hardest test is to get Ely to drink an IPA and have it even register in that 3 range.
Yeah, on the scale.
So I went ahead and picked up an IPA to see if I can get you handing me a cap.
Look at the dude on the front.
He's cool as shit.
Yeah. He's legitimately a fat bastard.
Fat hippie.
Do you see many fat ass hippies?
They're out there, but
I'm sure they exist on planet Earth.
Sure they're-
I'm saying,
but there's less of them.
Yeah.
yeah. Hippies tend to be skinny. They're trying
what's
to
that
open.
all about?
They're trying to open your paleo place. They're
Are
the
they?
ones.
Just straight eating herbs and shit.
Chewing on granola, drywall.
Refreshing as wading in a cold stream in the morning sunshine or a walk among the tall trees. This beer has big hop aromas and flavors of citrus, tangerine, and tropical fruit with a light malt backbone. This is a very drinkable session ale. Our fans call it an obsession ale. Peace, love, and happiness. Chill out, man. Have a beer.
Did you already say the ABV?
4.9
4.9.
comes in
60 IBUs.
just under the gun to be a sessionable beer.
Says the Brewing News 2017 National Session IPA champion.
Which is becoming a more popular segment in the IPA universe because, as you know, IPAs take over. Like, they've completely taken over the craft beer scene.
Yeah.
And it used to be that you wanted to go strong. Everything was like 8%, 9%. Now you're starting to see kind of people coming back to center and making more sessionable IPAs, which is becoming more popular.
Is the session just under 5?
That's all it is. Anything
That's
5% and under is considered
Not because
sessionable.
it's made any way differently.
No,
Nope,
it's just
okay.
lower alcohol content, so you can drink a handful of them. Sessionable.
I got you.
And I'm glad to see that's becoming a thing because, God, you walk into some of these breweries and order 2 beers and be like, I am
Hammered.
tanked.
Yeah.
So I wanted to get us this. So this is the Fathead Sunshine Daydream out of Ohio. And this place, Fatheads, is definitely really, really cool. One thing I noticed, this seems to be a Pittsburgh tradition. If you order a salad there, it comes with fries on it. Now, that kind of defeats
Don't
the
they make
purpose.
sandwiches with fries and shit on them?
That was like the Permani brothers
Yeah,
started
yeah.
that. They started putting fries on everything. But now everything in Pittsburgh, it seems like, has fries on it. It's just kind of their thing.
I mean, it sounds awesome.
I'm not mad at them. It's just
What's the
different.
fries with the gravy called?
Poutine.
Yeah, where's that from?
That's
Canadian.
yeah, it's like
Yeah,
Canadian
yeah,
and then the Midwest because
Right.
you see a lot of that in Wisconsin,
Hey?
and then yep.
Yeah.
Fries are so fucking good. How do
I
you
know,
go
right?
anywhere and not get fries? It offends me when they're like, yeah, fries are extra. I'm like, I don't care.
Right.
Fucking bring
Yeah, the
it.
places with sandwich with
Yeah.
chips.
It's like,
Fuck your chips. I'm
Unless
here
you're
to eat.
making the chips homemade,
Yeah,
like if
yeah,
you make
yeah.
them in house, I'm willing to
You
at
mean
least
they're closer
try
to
'em.
fries?
Yeah, exactly.
if they're flattened out fries, then yeah, I'll
right,
do that.
yeah. Do you
Yeah.
mush your chips first, your French fries?
I'm in.
Yeah, I'll take them.
Yeah, that's about right.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, so Troy, what do you think of this beer? It looks like your palate was probably the most adjusted because you were drinking going in. You got any take on this?
Well, we know I'm not an IPA guy. And this,
Well, I knew this was going to be a tough road.
and it's very pungent on the nose, but and it's got a hop flavor. I mean, you can taste the hops in it, but it's not over the top. It's not that offensive, and I don't mind this beer at all. I would give this right down the middle of the road 2.5, maybe a 3. This is a. I'll drink this entire beer. That's in a bad beer.
That's a minor win for an IPA in this place.
Yeah, I would agree.
Now, I like IPAs, so I think this is fantastic because it is understated.
Very.
That's that whole sessionable aspect of it. The thing that's great about it is that the hops are that citrusy kind of hop that
Yeah.
I like. And so as soon as I tried it, I was like, I'm bringing this back. I want to see what this does.
This is what all IPA should strive to be like. Like, just tone it back.
And that's where I think they do a good job here. It is a little bitter, so
Yeah.
it leaves some of that hop
That
flavor
funk
in your mouth. But it's so understated that I don't find it disagreeable. At least what I think you guys would deem disagreeable. So I thought it had a fighting chance. I really like it. I'd give this a 3.5 because I would drink this, just about any time. So I'm a fan of the Fatheads.
I give it a 3.
3.
Sunshine.
I'll give it a
Daydream.
3.
So the question is, though, What does Ely think about it? Because he is the E in the deli.
I mean, you're not going to find you're hard pressed to find a IPA that is closer to an approved IPA than this one.
Okay.
It's
all right.
Just like you said, it's not heavy, or both of you said it's lighter. I like, as you know, the fruity shit, so that's got it going for it. I mean, I really like it. I shouldn't say I really like it. It still has IPA funk to it. Tastes like I'm chewing on a bag of weed or straw. But alfalfa, is that still a thing?
I mean, they serve it at your new paleo fast food.
That's the name of it, actually.
Exactly.
Alfalfas.
Yeah.
Right.
Alfalfas.
I hope so. It's right on the cusp. I mean, it's
close to a
right
deli,
there.
but not there.
I don't know if it's. I mean, it's good. I'll and I would drink another one. So yeah, I'll give it a 3. Yeah.
Wow. I got one with an IPA. I'm psyched about that.
Well played.
Yes, I tried it and was like, oh, I hope this will work.
This is
I'm bringing
close.
it home. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
that's
thought it was
awesome.
borderline. All right, an IPA that didn't suck. All right, so question. Remember when we tried the Founders All Day IPA?
I mean, I remember doing that, but I have no clue what it tastes like.
I'm with you.
Well, you ended up panning that compared to this. So I'm just excited. This could be the sessionable IPA you could actually
Oh, wait a
drink.
minute. I do remember that. I think I like this better because it's got a little bit of the more flavor. I think if I remember,
Which
the
is
Founders was just light.
That's it.
But
When
it
it's got,
tastes like an IPA. It was just lighter.
yeah, whereas this
Yeah.
has a little more flavor but still light.
Yeah.
I
like
love
them both.
this beer.
Yeah.
Good-
Liking them
good
both
job.
is I don't like saying that. I don't know that I like them. Like, I don't know that I'm going to search them out.
No, I just wanted to get an IPA that didn't fall flat on
I
its
wouldn't
face.
search this out
Jackpot.
too, but that doesn't mean it doesn't.
You're right.
You know,
Yeah.
I don't search many beers out. I mean, but
Yeah, for
Well,
sure.
if you're in Pittsburgh,
this is one of those beers that if you hand it to me, you'd be like, "Oh yeah, I've had that, and that's good. I will
I
drink
wouldn't, because I'll forget that I've had this in
Well,
a week.
If
No way.
if I'm being truthful, I'm probably
Yeah.
Actually, I might remember this.
I was about to
big
say that
fat
label's
hippie's
pretty.
face.
Yeah, I'll remember that. But I won't remember what it tasted like.
Yeah, you'll look at it and go, "I've had that,"
Yeah.
and that's it.
Yeah.
That's where it ends.
Yeah.
Hearing aid can't fix that brain gap.
No,
Not at
Those
all.
neurons aren't making
until
it
it's like,
across.
Ely,
That was the one you gave a 3.
Ely, you've had that one. You
Yeah.
like that one,
Right.
You guys paying any attention to the music festivals that are coming out? Like all of the lineups, they're starting to trickle out. We haven't seen Bonnaroo or Lollapalooza, but like Firefly came out, Shaky Knees
No,
is
I'm not
out.
paying attention to that shit, man. I got other things going on.
I would like to.
This year,
I still haven't been to one.
the Firefly lineup just came out, and you guys know I'm partial to Firefly because it's
Yeah.
close. I like to go. The headliners this year, it's like Vampire Weekend, and then you've got Post Malone and Travis Scott are the main headliners. Does that sound like weak ass headliners, or am I just getting old?
We're getting old, but
Well, you're definitely
it
getting
sounds
old.
weak to us because we're old too.
But I just don't feel like those are big enough bands. Like this is the
Post
same.
Malone's fucking huge.
Yeah, Post Malone. I don't know any of his shit,
Is he
but I know he's
headliner
huge.
though? Keep-
Yes.
This is
As far
the
as
same.
dollars and like sales, yes.
But this festival has like Paul McCartney as a headliner. They do like Chili Peppers. They do bands that
So
are,
they're an older group of people. Is what
they
you're saying.
used to be, but now they're going with like who's the hot younger act
Yeah, yeah,
right
yeah.
now.
I know that dude's got dope ass Crocs out right now.
He's
that's-
a fuck. Have you
Is
seen?
Post Malone good? Am I just
I mean,
I
don't
can't.
know.
I haven't heard any rap in the past 10 years I've thought was good.
It's one of those things that when you hear it, you're like, that shit sucks. But then when you hear it for the 40th time, you're like, you just find yourself start nodding to the beat. Does that make sense?
yeah, of course.
Like it wears you down.
Like every song in every club I've ever heard. The first time I hear it, I'm just moving. The second time, I'm like, hands up. You
Like
know?
the problem is I just don't believe that
That's
he has
not a-
much talent. But
Well, it's marketing.
yeah,
That's how
it
all
is.
these cats are now.
His look is clearly marketable in the worst way. It's like
Yeah.
he's intentionally the ugliest dude he can be. And he even has like tattooed under his eyes, always tired now. Like
He's got all kinds. Face tattoos are like norm now, which is just
It is-
insane.
can't be normal. Could you imagine?
Dude, all right. Legitimately, what would you do if your kid was like, I want to get a face tattoo? Like, I may pummel you in the fucking
Yeah,
face.
yeah.
Like, and I'm
To
a
the point.
non-violent dude. Like,
Yeah.
that would make me angry. And I wouldn't
Yeah.
even know what to do.
Face tattoos are rough, dude.
Dude,
Rough.
that is
It's a whole nother step.
solidifying your You solidify your life when you do that.
Yeah.
And we've always said that about neck tattoos. Face tattoos are even another level.
Yes.
Like you've gone
For sure.
And Post Malone has many face tattoos.
And it's not even like Mike Tyson's is somewhat like, I don't even want to say looks good. Post Malone's like, oh, I need a random letter right here. You're like, it makes no fucking sense.
Like Trey looks like
like
Trey.
Tyson,
For sure.
Like Tyson, you're like he had like an artistic idea and like
Yes.
kind of like wove it
Right.
in, like you see actually some like Eskimos. Have you seen the women that have the
Yes.
face that like you're like okay, I don't get it, but it doesn't look that
Right,
bad. on you,
right.
But like he,
When you're
he,
like, my face is
he
missing
flipped
a
through
baby carriage on my cheek. You're like, what the fuck?
It's
You
like
look
he
so much
flipped.
better.
Because I was a baby one day, son. I was a baby too. I used to ride around on
got a
that
carriage
motherfucker.
right here.
Yeah.
It's
I
like
know where I came from, son.
That's right. Don't forget where you're from. That's my mom's kit.
it's like he went to the tattoo shop and flipped through their flash art.
Yeah,
and
like
just
he-
like blindfolded,
Yeah,
just put his finger
for
on
sure.
something. Like
yeah. That's one of my biggest frustrations with tattoos. And we've talked about this before, but I find it hilarious. It's like, oh, this means I like the C because like my name starts with C too. And you're like, fuck.
I'm gonna get that on my face.
Exactly. It's like the straws people grab at to make
I had
a
this
tattoo
chick once
believable.
go. She had 3 stars on her foot, and she's like, "This one represents me. This one represents my grandma. This one represents my." I'm like, just say you like 3. You like stars. And you want to get the goddamn tattoo.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm
And
a
then-
sailor.
It makes sense though. It's people need to tell a story to justify doing something like
Dude,
that.
I'm
though.
not lying to you. I have a good friend of mine who was dating this chick. This is 10, 15 years ago. They got in a huge fight because he hates tattoos, right? And she wanted to get a tattoo. Well, do you want to know what they were fighting over? She wanted to get a tattoo between her big toe and her next toe. I'm about to sing, sorry. So small that if you wore a pair of flip-flops, you wouldn't be able to see it.
What?
And they were fighting over that. I was like, first off, why do you care so much, dude, if
Right.
she gets a tattoo? Secondly, if you're getting a tattoo, that's not a tattoo.
Yeah.
You're getting a dot
A
placed.
mole.
Yeah, like, get something. Like,
Right.
what is wrong with you? Why are we fighting
know.
over this?
It's weird.
I'm just looking at pictures of Post Malone's face, and I'm
It's
just like,
fucking horrible. Let me see.
I mean, it's just like there's a sword on his face. He's got barbed wire across his forehead. He's got always tired underneath his eyes. I mean, these aren't even
What's
like
over his
these aren't even good choices.
No.
Like these are just
I'd be like-
shitty looking things.
Here's your son. You'd be like, thanks for the McLaren, and I'm glad you're doing well.
over
But
his
you're
right
still
eye?
a fucking retard.
Over his right eye, it says,
Yeah.
stay
Yeah.
away. What's that?
I mean, maybe he's like letting
I
people
don't
know he's got
know,
gonorrhea
man.
or something. I don't know. And then
I would still feel like a failed parent. Like, even if
sure.
he's a bajillionaire,
For sure. That's what I was
super
saying.
famous rapper, I'd be
Yeah.
like, I obviously dropped the ball here.
Yeah,
And I guarantee
exactly.
I'd be willing to bet that he doesn't have a good relationship with his parents.
Because it's a fair bet that he had those before he was wealthy. I guess I could kind of see people being like,
Well, that's why I
my
understand
life's
that.
going down this path. I'm already paid. Fuck it. I might
But that's
do
why
that.
I understand Mike Tyson, right?
Yeah.
You were already the champ. You're a name forever. Plus, you're a complete drug addict, so your mind isn't all there. And then you go ahead and you put that on your face. It's like,
Yeah.
I'm going to be famous forever, so it's all good.
Well,
Right,
I
right.
get like the athletes that are like making gajillions of dollars and super famous, and they're like, I'm just gonna get full sleeves because
Yeah.
I'm in the NBA or in the MLB, and it doesn't matter because I'm gonna get. But I'll never get behind the neck and face tattoos. I just won't.
Never.
And he had I guarantee Post Malone had those before he was famous.
That's what I was getting ready to say. That's
Like,
the true litmus
The very
test.
first time you saw him, you were like, whoa, what is this? So he was like, no, I'm making
Which
good
and
choices.
I could be willing to bet you money that part of the reason that he's who he is because he has those.
Oh, I would
tattoos.
agree.
There's no
because
doubt.
somebody was like, "This guy's marketable. He
I'm
looks like
gonna
a
go-
fucking retard."
I'm gonna say
That's
that
it.
it's partially Mr. and Mrs. Malone's fault for naming him Post.
It's his real. You think that's his
I don't think
God-given
that-
name?
I don't think that's how it should. I think you send that kid
Probably
down a
Chauncey.
Yeah, no doubt. So you had mentioned his
I have no idea what his real name is.
Rupert.
It's probably like Mike.
Yeah,
Rupert Maloney,
yeah,
Post Malone.
exactly.
But you mentioned that he's got those Crocs out. Now, Crocs are already the ugliest shoe ever made.
Have you ever worn a pair?
I'm not. I didn't
I've
comment.
never had a pair of my
Oh,
feet in my
dude,
life.
they are the best. They're
Really?
the best. They're the best shoe. You should have a pair because
Really?
I don't wear mine out, but I keep them on the back porch, and they're perfect for sliding in and out of, walking to the trash can, going out to the shed. Like,
Really?
don't bring them in the house. Just wear them.
Yeah.
Wear them around.
I was at a Widespread Panic show once, and I was like,
Crocs everywhere.
I was all I was
They're all
bare,
skinny too.
was barefoot doing my hippie thing, dancing around, and this dude's like, I was like, why are you wearing those Crocs? Like, it's not a great look. And he's like, you've never worn them? He's like, enjoy the rest of the show. And like, he took off his Crocs. He's like, wear these. My God, like, that's better than being barefoot.
Oh,
I was
yes.
blown away.
Really?
Yeah, and I looked like a total douche the rest of the day in my Crocs, hippie arming, flailing, like having a
It's
blast.
a better look than barefoot, honestly.
I was blown away at how comfortable they are, but they are so ugly, which is
Yeah.
why I think Post Malone probably enjoys them. He's like, they're ugly just like me.
Yeah.
But he made his own like Croc line. I guess he's done this twice now.
I guess.
And these things, didn't you say they cost like hundreds of dollars?
$175, and they sold out in like 10 minutes.
Crocs are $30 shoes.
Yeah.
He's paying he's charging $175.
Which is a whole nother argument because that's 4 cents worth of fucking plastic
Yeah.
molding.
Yeah.
I
But
mean,
his Crocs
$4 maybe. Like if we're gonna,
His Crocs are bright yellow.
yeah,
And then he puts like barbed
barbed
wire
wire on
and
them.
like horrible. So they're all tatted up like his face.
Yeah.
So they look awful.
Loud
and they
as
sell
shit.
out instantly. Like people go nuts and pay way too much money.
people do that for sneakers though too.
But they're
Fucking
Crocs.
stupid.
I guess I see the difference. I would buy a pair of Jordans. Crocs?
But who's buying them? Let's get to the
I
bottom.
don't know. Who is?
Who's doing that?
That's what I'm saying. Because it's not a fashion statement. I guess it is, but it's a horrible one, just like his face.
I guarantee somebody.
What is the demographic of people buying those things?
Tattooed face people. I have no idea.
Well, what's weird is like
Fans.
All right, well, that's what I'm saying.
young people like him, so you would think young people, but
It's
I
gotta
can't
be
imagine young
fans.
people wearing Crocs. Like
Right.
old people wear Crocs, so it's kind
I-
of like a.
I doubt it's an urban thing or like a rural thing. Like it's just people
Do
who
you
are-
think? Okay, what percentage of people that bought them do you think like Crocs and have worn Crocs before?
I would say that percentage is probably low.
Yeah, that's what
yeah.
I was going to say.
Like they're buying them because they're Post Malone shoes.
But that's been. I mean, that's
Just
been
don't
going on for
understand who
years.
does
Where
that.
like a famous guy could buy a hat that he likes that you never heard of, the team or the brand or whatever, and then people just start buying it up because the famous guy's doing it. So
Yeah.
whether or not it looks good on them, they're going to be like, I associate that with him or her, and that's what I'm going to rock.
They're awful.
I guess I can't. I don't know. Like, think of your favorite band. If they made something hideous, would you buy it?
No.
Right.
No. If they had Pearl Jam Crocs, I'd be like, you blew it.
Right.
But I did buy a horrible Pearl Jam trucker hat.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it's actually pretty hideous. Now that I think it's all
But it wasn't $200.
No, but I did pay double for it because I was in Italy and I didn't understand what was going on and they took advantage of me. That's a whole other story. Go back and listen to the Italy recap.
Yeah. Adios.
Yes. But I agree with you. I don't think I would go out of the way to get something hideous.
I just can't get it. I don't.
But the whole
The more we keep going back to people sucking, half of our conversations today have been reminding me about how much people suck, and it just drives me up a wall.
People do suck.
They're the worst.
And the older I get, the
except
less
for
I
except for
hate
our
being
listeners.
around people.
Our listeners are cool. I like them.
Yeah,
We should put out some ITPH.
Give them a chance, Brendan. I bet half of them suck.
for sure.
Let's put out some ITPH Crocs.
We do have some ITPH swag.
Yeah,
We
you hooked
do.
that up, right? You
Yeah.
got the
Coming.
new koozies
I gotta
and
pick it up,
stickers.
And we also have, I have some M4K. We have some M4K swag we need to give away. I have some shirts
Yeah.
and koozies and stuff we need to give away.
Yeah, dude, Ben over there hooked us up. He took care of us after the
For
fact.
sure.
He sent over all of our stuff, and then he sent all kinds of M4K swag. That's a good group, man. I'm glad we got associated with them. I'm definitely gonna.
Yeah.
I guess now we have to do it next year, but I got to be honest. I am so happy not to have a mustache.
Me too.
That shit
you
was
telling?
awful.
We're all rocking little beards right now. Like we're all like,
Because we're all desperately trying to grow
other
in
direction.
other facial hair. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, good God. Which my beard is coming in Santa Claus style hard
Yeah.
this year. I'm not too pleased with that.
Well,
There's
Tim Allen.
there's part of me that's thinking about going back to the old touch of gray. But last time I did it, it looked totally fake. It was like
Yeah.
so dark that I
You got to
just
get the right color.
they don't make my color. I have that like Irish
Dirty blonde.
Yeah, that Irish strawberry red blonde thing going on. They don't make that.
That's right, because your hair's not really dark either. So
Yeah, I've got like my beard is definitely from the motherland. It's it's old school. It's not great.
Tim Allen from the Santa Claus.
Yeah.
Every day just wakes up like that.
Yeah, he shaves and it right back.
Great flick.
Yeah.
I just watched that Daddy's Home 2 the other night. That actually didn't suck.
The first one was pretty funny. I haven't seen the second one.
Yeah.
You talking about the Marky Mark and Will Ferrell stuff?
Yeah.
I haven't seen either one of them.
They're not bad.
Really?
You know what doesn't look good to me is that new Will Ferrell.
Sherlock Holmes?
Yeah, I don't think it actually looks fun.
Really?
But you know how many people said that about Step Brothers?
Step Brothers is a classic that doesn't get. I think it's starting to get the respect that it
Yeah,
deserves.
but at the
I
same
don't
time,
know.
if you were to watch the previews, you might be the same way. You might be like, huh?
I just think those two together can't go wrong.
I agree.
And they haven't yet. So until they do, I'm
and that's
gonna,
the thing. I'll go
right.
see it.
Yeah.
Will you?
Yeah,
You won't
Well,
go
no,
see
that's
it.
true. I'll wait for it to come
Yeah.
out. But all right, so what about what Deadpool's pulling right now? They're re-releasing the last movie, Deadpool 2.
Yeah.
But in a PG.
Once Upon a Deadpool.
They've
Is it totally different? That's what I don't get. Or they just edit it.
they've edited it down. This is my understanding. They've edited it down to be PG-13 so that the kids can go see it.
But
Because it was R, and they want to. I think.
now
they
I
just-
saw Deadpool 2, and if I remember correctly, it's just straight cussing and chopping motherfuckers' heads
For
off.
sure.
So
Yeah.
I don't know how you have to reshoot half that movie.
Yeah.
or just remove the CGI blood and all of that. And
Yeah,
change some of the
because
words.
like if
Right.
you watch like the old X-Men movies, like Wolverine's murking motherfuckers left and right, and his claws
never
have no
showed it.
blood.
Yeah.
And no, there's no blood
You
anywhere.
just make a
Yeah,
noise and
exactly,
you don't see
yeah.
anything. Yeah.
He's like shoving his fist into people's guts, pulling it out, and like the guy just falls over.
Right.
So, I mean, do you think people will go see this?
Yes.
Yes.
Absolutely.
For sure.
And there's enough money in it to do this
Yes,
every year?
Absolutely. There's a ton of kids.
Because depending on how they shot it, they might already had all the footage, right? Like that might have been in their plan anyway. They might have done all right now. Well, you got to think a guy like Ryan Reynolds, right? So they're doing a take, and he does a funny take, and they probably do just they're ad libbing
Sure.
takes left and right. So they're probably like, do one where you don't say motherfucker, say something silly instead. And he's hilarious, so you got to
Yeah.
think he would be funny not cussing, right? Like he's funny in other movies where he's not cussing up, like a sailor.
Right.
I kind of want to see it, actually.
Because in this day and age, every 12-year-old kid should know how to get their hands on any movie they want.
Yeah.
Like they
No. Yeah, but I
they
think
should have
it's-
seen it.
I think it's even for under 12. I think it's the kids that are,
That's a whole nother question. Like, what age do you let kids watch certain movies that are rated? Because
depends
I know,
on
like,
what it is. Jacob just started watching Stranger Things.
and
Ooh,
what's
that's
that
a-
rated?
I don't know.
I've never
It's not
seen it.
rated because it's Netflix. I don't think they
TV
have to rate
14
it.
or
But it's
whatever.
No, they have ratings.
Do
I think
they?
have ratings,
But it's
yeah.
like TVMA and TV 14. That's the
Okay.
ratings.
But like my boys, like my youngest one loves Star Wars and watch them all, and the oldest one gets petrified.
Oh, really?
During certain scenes, he's just
Yeah.
like, "That's not cool."
But then, see, we have a friend who's got a kid that's like a year older than Jacob, and he's already seen it and Deadpool.
I haven't even seen it. It
Wow.
looks a little scary.
Yeah, it
Like-
seems a little much.
Deadpool's way worse than it.
But for scary factor, see, that's what I'm looking at. Like,
Oh, yeah.
Deadpool is just gory as shit.
Yeah.
But I think, is like that's the kind of stuff that keeps you up at night.
yeah,
Yeah. I would let my kid watch it way before Deadpool.
really.
Oh, absolutely.
Because you don't care about his mental well-being.
No, because we can have a conversation about clowns
Gutters.
being fake. You know what I mean? And it all being fake.
But you
whereas
can do that with Deadpool, right?
No.
No,
Hell no. Deadpool is legitimately.
he's not
fuck
really
your
killing
mother.
people.
Deadpool's real.
Yeah, but.
That's just footage. It's like Blair Witch.
Yes.
That's real too.
Right.
We used to watch.
Healy just gives up. Yeah,
we used to watch a show called Face Off on the FX channel where they do makeup, Hollywood makeup.
That was one of our favorite shows.
Yeah,
that actually helps kids to wrap their head around that.
Oh yeah, it really helped my boys. Like we would watch that and be like, "See, this is just a person and all this garb." And like so now, since when we watch movies, I'm like, "You guys know how they do this. Like you're in. Like
exactly.
it's not bad."
Tear down that fourth wall for him.
Yeah.
And the thing is, too, is that it is like a big thing for kids. Like my son, who's 8, and his kids and his friends, they know all about it.
Really? I feel like my
like
9-year-old has no idea what it is.
Oh yeah, like they talk about it in school. Like, oh, you want to see it? And you're like, obviously they can't watch it, but their friends either know about it or they know who Pennywise is because they talk about Pennywise, and so he definitely wants to see it.
You want to know something?
But Deadpool, no fucking chance. The sheer language and shit that goes on in that movie, no chance.
This is sad. I just watched Usual Suspects for the first time ever this weekend.
What?
I thought you were the movie guy.
I had just never seen it because, like, it had been ruined for me long ago. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Still good though, right? I feel
Well,
like spoilers never hurt me for movies. Like,
Well, and that was
I
it.
still will like a movie if it's a good movie, even if I know how it's going to end.
I saw that it was
Except for
on
Sixth
demand,
Sense.
so I was like, "Oh, perfect! I've never seen it. I'm alone. Like, kids are in bed. My wife was out. I was like, I'm watching this. I watched the first 45 minutes, and I was like, all right, this is good. And then my wife came home.
Yeah.
And she just, I guess she's not a fan, and she just kept ruining it. Like I didn't know the spoilers. She's sitting there, and she's like, really, we're watching this? You know that Gimp is Kaiser Soze. I'm like, why are you trying to ruin the movie for me?
Obviously, I know it's 20 years old, but you don't.
Yeah,
really
I've heard the spoiler, and she just keeps being like, "Yep, that limp's going away very soon." I'm like, "Stop!"
That's just your wife busting your chops.
She was. She came home and was just letting me have it. But it was the first time I'd seen it, and it just reiterates the fact that Kevin Spacey's a badass. Unfortunately, he's a scumbag.
Wow, what did he do?
Oh, he cheated his taxes.
Yeah.
But it goes
Jaywalks all the time.
Hate that guy.
on
I
top of
hated
that, though.
guy.
In order to be a scumbag like that in the real world, but to come across as you're not, that's great acting too, right?
Yeah.
Like he acted through his whole life. That dude was always on because he was
Yeah.
hiding all this. But I was watching it and I was like, damn, it really is a shame that he fucked that all up because that's an actor that I think we all enjoy watching, and he just turns out he was a scum.
Yeah.
Allegedly, he was great in that House of Cards show.
Yeah, he's awesome in that.
Phenomenal in that.
Never saw it.
It's really good. It's funny you mentioned that. We were talking about, so we're going back through Game of Thrones right now, like
You're rewatching
like
them?
crack fiends. Yeah, going from 1 all the way through to season 7 again.
Wow.
It's
Yeah.
got to be a blast.
It's amazing. And
That
there's-
show is so good.
Oh, and so that's what I was going to say. I'm convinced it's the best show ever made. I was telling Angela that. Like,
And you've seen
after
The
a lot
Wire.
of
You've seen
depth-
The Wire, right?
A lot of deep thought. I've thought about this, and then I was also thinking about, because of saying that, how shows hold up. Like I go back and I watch Clash of the Titans and things like that when I was a kid, and I'm like, this shit sucks. It's
That
horrible.
stupid bird, the mechanical bird. I was
Right,
like,
it's all
this doesn't
fake.
look good.
Right.
Yeah,
Like
that's
Braveheart used to
unfortunate.
be one of my favorite movies, and you go back and watch Braveheart now, and it still holds up. There's certain movies that
Yeah. So
I
is
like
the
I like
Patriot.
the
Saving
Patriot.
Private
I was
Ryan.
say the Patriot
I like the
holds up
American
just as
version.
well.
Yeah.
USA. USA.
That's right.
That's
the
all
same
it
movie.
is.
It's the same movie.
He just redid
Exact
it.
same movie.
Yeah.
He goes, I'm going to put on
exactly.
Colonial Guard.
That's right.
Right.
So
Get this
what are
face paint off.
What are the top 3 shows of all time? Because you're
Oh,
now
man.
saying Game of Thrones has moved up.
I've never seen Game of Thrones or The Wire, and I would put The Wire ahead of Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
One's
That is
real.
the weirdest.
One is real.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but you've not seen either of them.
Yes, but one is real. One happens.
Yes. I just think it's funny because it really is. It's like Game of Thrones, Sopranos.
People would put
Wire.
Breaking Bad and Sopranos up there.
Breaking
I think.
Bad.
I bet
up
if
there,
you
but-
go back and watch Sopranos, it's going to be a lot of garbage in there. Because I remember watching certain episodes and being like, this whole episode focused around a stupid sister and dad doing nothing. Like, nothing.
Pretty brilliant show. I was just
It
making
also
the
really
point.
depends too on what you think makes a good show, because what I think makes a good show is totally different than what you may think
Yeah.
makes a good show. Like,
Yeah. Like, I like Cake Masters.
yeah, some people don't need anything deep or depth, and I need, like, it has to be, like, if you walk out of the room, you can't keep up with what's going on, like that. Like the writing has to be extremely intense. It has to be very.
So you like a very cerebral show. Something
Absolutely.
you got to dive
So did you
into.
like
Yes.
Westworld?
Westworld's good. Yeah, I do. like
Westworld's
Westworld.
actually a
I've
little.
only seen one episode of that.
Yeah.
That show is either lost its way a little bit, or
It
it's
did.
smart,
Season-
or it's smarter than me.
Yeah.
And I can't figure out
Could be
which it
both.
is, because the first episode I followed, the second season,
Season,
I
yeah.
was like, is there multiple
They're trying too
timelines
hard,
going
yeah.
on? What is
Yeah, yeah,
happening
yeah.
here? I got very confused. I enjoyed it because I'm in, but
Yeah.
a little too much.
A lot of it's got to just matter when you saw it in your life. Like,
True. Yep.
you know, like Sopranos was groundbreaking, and we were all in that, you know, in our 20s. So it's a whole different
Absolutely.
ball of wax than if
Yeah.
you probably wouldn't watch it now.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think there's also something to be said for a show that is on. Like, I just think any show on HBO is going to destroy any show that's on regular TV.
I mean, they created that whole universe.
Yeah, but there's other shows like Mad Men that are critically acclaimed that are on, you know, cable television, which the wife and I watched the entire first season of that, and we were like not into it.
I
at
never
all.
got into
Like,
it.
I could
and
not get into it.
That's my world. Like I live in that world, and
Yeah.
I'm like I still couldn't really.
Yeah.
get
Well, and I
behind it.
love mid-century stuff, so I wanted to be into it. I was like, this is cool as shit. Looks to me, it looked cool, like,
Right.
but I just couldn't get behind the storylines. It's just I wasn't into it.
I just miss smoking all the time. Mad Men.
Had
Smoked everywhere.
had the bar in your office, like,
Like,
yeah,
that was
let's
just totally normal.
let's just have a
and
drink.
smoke.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I do think Ozark is high up there too. I think Ozark's in my top 5.
Ozark's phenomenal.
Yes,
Phenomenal.
It's the same, very similar. It's like, you know, very smart, deep show where there's little nuances and things you got to pay attention to. And I think that's why I'm drawn to it. I don't know.
I dig it.
Yeah.
You seen this, Troy? I know you sent this in. You were talking about KFC has some crazy marketing stuff, as you
Yeah.
can imagine, with the fact that they have changed the Colonel a
A
dozen
dozen, yeah.
times in the last.
I always say this when we talk about KFC, but I haven't been there in legitimately 5 years.
That's because Popeyes is better,
right.
but that's neither here nor there. But their marketing is pretty damn genius.
I was in KFC 2 weeks ago.
Really?
I was disappointed.
They've released something for the winter. It's obviously a marketing ploy along the lines of the Elon Musk.
It's not real, right?
It's real.
Oh, it's real.
Yeah, and I'm wondering.
I thought it was one of those
I'm actually
full
thinking about
Troy.
one of your
Yeah.
you've been online too
Yeah.
long. You found the bullshit.
Yeah.
Troy is the king of sending in like stories that just aren't substantiated.
Yes,
just
I've done
false.
that once or twice. How dare you?
But they're releasing a holiday log. It's an actual log for your fireplace.
Like a Yule log?
A Yule log.
Like a what are those? Like the wax
Like the
logs that just
Duraflames.
Duraflame. There it is, and it reeks of KFC. Like it smells like
it
chicken.
smells like fried chicken.
Smells like
That is awesome.
It's got
Are you
their 11
serious?
herbs and spices, yeah.
Yes,
and they
it
say you
does.
light this thing to make your whole house smell like
KFC.
KFC. But have you ever walked into a KFC and thought, perfect?
No, but if you walked into someone's living
house
room,
with a bucket
you
of
would.
chicken.
So you think this log is cool?
No,
You would get one.
I think it's like a Spencer's gift. I wouldn't get one. I think it'd be funny to
That'd be
have.
funny to give somebody.
Part of me wants to get one.
Yeah, you do.
Just because I
Part
want
of
to
me
know.
wants to see if what it really smells like.
That's
Does
what
it
I'm-
really smell
yeah.
like that? Yeah.
Yeah.
'Cause they sell candles now that are like they smell like various states. Like this is a
Yeah.
thing where they're like, this is what Maine smells like in the
Yeah.
winter, and they've recreated it so that you can send them to people.
They're like home. They're called home.
They're
or
like
something.
home something
Yeah.
candles.
Is anyone buying that KFC log outside of as a gag gift? No one, right?
I guarantee somebody
Some
loves KFC
fat
enough.
motherfucker is
Yeah.
probably
Dude,
like, I want to.
that's next level.
Yeah.
I wanna
If
be
you're
warm
like
and smell
top of your
chicken.
Christmas list written in pencil, you're like KFC flavor log.
Dude, they should have them stacked outside KFCs. You'd be like, I
Oh
get a
my
bucket of chicken
God.
and a log and go home and just have an orgy of fucking
yeah,
herbs and spices.
exactly. Run around in my undies.
gouging
yeah, for
just
sure.
mauling fucking
Yeah,
buckets and
bucket
just-
of taters too.
Yeah, and
Do
just
you ever walk out of a restaurant and you smell like that restaurant the rest of the day, and you're like, ugh, that's not a great stink.
yeah.
I'm thinking about getting one though and filling my house.
No,
with
but I
the-
mean that's different though. If as it, like I
'Cause
said,
that's a grease
walking.
smell.
Yes,
Yeah.
walking into someone's house. If you were to go buy two
bucket
buckets
of
of
chick-
chicken
yeah.
and sit them in your living room and open the top up, and somebody walked in 5 minutes later, they'd be like, "Ooh, I
you know
smell
what? Now
chicken."
that you say that, I was looking at it all wrong.
Yeah, you
I was
can't look
thinking
at it
I
as a
walk into
restaurant.
KFC, I never go, ooh, this smells amazing.
No.
But you're right. If someone brings a bucket of chicken in and pops that top,
let it sit there for a few
Yeah.
minutes, and someone else walk in and be like, "Oh, y'all
fried
got
chicken.
some chicken
oh
going."
shit, you may have sold me, dude.
Yeah.
Be like, I might have to get one of those, put it under the tree for myself.
For
Hell yeah.
sure, yeah. What you do is you come downstairs at like 4 a.m. and pop that top. That way at 6 a.m. everybody's
Yeah.
like, "Oh, it's Christmas."
Wakey, wakey.
You come home.
Get you a present and a drumstick.
You come home at 4:00. You light that log, and then your wife and kids walk in. They're like, "We're having chicken tonight." You're like, "Fooled you."
Yeah, exactly.
Nope. Cauliflower.
Yeah.
Right. Yep.
I think I'm gonna pick one up.
And then next thing you know, you're like, "I need some of that KFC
For
in my
sure.
life."
They're
crazy.
marketing geniuses. But
Are they?
Yes, we're talking about them.
Just because you wrote it on the board.
I wrote it on the board.
They're obviously marketing geniuses because the whole Colonel Sanders changing every time you see a commercial is hilarious.
It keeps you on your toes. You're like, wait, who is that? And then you look it up, and like you
Yeah.
actually you do a little more work than you should. You know, like when the Popeyes girl comes up, I never think, who is that?
What I don't get is like you see guys like Jason Alexander doing it, and you're like, you've got to have fuck you money at this point. Like, why are you fucking doing a KFC commercial
To get free chicken.
just to get those logs?
Yeah. I mean, you could have fuck you money, but you could always save more money if you love KFC.
I don't think he has fuck you money.
Dude, he's got to be getting Seinfeld residuals like a mother, right?
You would think, but I actually, I have like a
He
work-
might not. He might.
I have a
not.
work relation to him, and there was something came from his agent, like into the company, like no, this ran like you owe us royalties, and like they were chasing after like
pennies.
a day or two of like some pretty low rent royalties. So on some level,
Well, if he's doing KFC commercials, he might. You know,
yeah, on some level, he's chasing every dime that's owed to him. Now I don't know if that's just because he's
a cheap bastard.
I mean, he could just be on top of his shit, or maybe
Yeah.
it's his agent.
Yeah.
It's like, no,
Yeah.
this is my job. Jason Alexander may know nothing.
Yeah.
But
Right.
I do know that he gets his. Like he will bring the lawyers in to
I
get
just
it.
can't wrap my head around the famous actors and athletes and famous people in general that just can't get out of the limelight. Like after they make an X amount of money. Like I feel like
I would think it's addicting.
I was gonna say that must be it because I feel
It's a
like
dick
if you
thing?
told,
Huh?
It's a dick thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I feel like if you told 18-year-old me like, how would you like a job where you work for 10, 20 years and you make $100 million and then you can just retire?
Yeah.
I would sign up for that job immediately,
Exactly.
right? Like, okay, well, a lot of actors and athletes do that, and then they catch shit if they do retire. Athletes catch a lot of shit, which I've never understood. Or they got to start working again and doing something else. It's like, I'm pretty sure I could just rotate between my 3 houses and, like, hang out with my family and, like, do fun stuff. Like, I could find
Like
enough
Rick
stuff.
Moranis.
Yes, exactly, yeah.
Yeah, he just ghosted
For
and
sure.
and you know what? He's beloved for it.
Yeah.
Like it was the right move because he
Exactly.
never had a fall off. It was
Yeah.
like Honey, I Shrunk the Kids and out.
Yeah.
Constantly having those people chase you around and
Don't forget
being
Little
in that-
Giants.
Yeah.
That was before. No, that was after, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Huh?
I think so.
I would hate to think he went out on Little
Ghostbusters?
Giants.
I just recently showed Jacob Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, and he fucking loves it.
Yeah, my
yeah, I
kids-
showed my kids
just
that they
showed my
lost their
kids,
mind. That's a good
It's
one.
on HBO Go right now. if
Yep.
you wanna
It holds
show your
up.
kid. It does hold up.
Even those sweet graphics.
Yeah.
They are, yeah.
Like you could tell that's back when they had to build everything.
Oh, yeah.
Like real sets. Like that's a different world. That's pretty sweet. It's like the same way with Star Wars. I mean, it's some like Bobo looking stuff, but you're like, cool, they built it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Jacob hasn't even seen like the Vader ones. I'm like, he's like, oh, this is my favorite part. I'm like, dude, you haven't even seen the Star Wars.
I tried to pull that the other day.
What do you
like,
mean the Vader ones?
Like the ones with Vader.
Isn't he in all of them?
Regular
No, like real Vader.
Star Wars Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
The original.
He's in the other ones as kids.
Oh, he's
As
seen
a
the
kid.
first few, not
Yeah, the
4,
newer
5,
ones.
6.
Right, exactly.
Oh,
Right.
dude, then you don't
Exactly.
even
Yeah,
know.
he's all like,
Right.
Jar Jar's the best. You're
No,
like,
he like
Go to your
loved-
room.
Like his favorite part is when Anakin turns and becomes
Yeah.
Vader. I'm like, but you've never even seen Vader in
Yeah.
action. Yeah, I have. No, you haven't.
No, you don't know. You think you know, but you don't.
Exactly. So he wants to watch those. So we'll be doing that sometime soon.
That's what I brought it up to my kids. They were like, I don't really want to see Star Wars. I was like,
Oh, dagger.
you guys have lost it. One
Yeah.
night there, I'm just going to force it.
Yeah.
Like, it's going down. I'm going to light a KFC log,
That's right.
fill the room full of herbs and spices, and just sit back and relax. We should do an ITPH scented log. Just beer and like
Beer and
make your
dildos,
house smell horrible.
chicken wings.
That is not a freaking dildo.
It is a fish
I don't
dildo.
know.
You sent that picture out, and the reaction was unfavorable for me.
Yeah,
people
'cause it
think it looks like
It
a
looks
dildo.
like a dildo.
And it doesn't look like a fish.
Actually, to me, it looks exactly like a fish dildo.
Yeah.
a fildo,
Dildo.
if you will,
Yeah.
or a dish.
A dish served cold.
A delish.
Yeah, that's what you call it.
Never
Yeah,
mind. Edit that
exactly.
out.
You know this is going.
No good. No good.
He was rubbing it on his face when he walked in today.
Hey, are we going to bring back like a holiday drink show this year? Is that something we should
we
do?
have
You guys
to.
want to challenge my reign as the eggnog champion? Is that what you're saying?
You won eggnog, but
I won last
won.
year.
Troy won just drink in general
Yeah.
last year.
Was that what it was? Drink in general?
Yeah, we just
Yeah,
did a holiday
just
drink.
holiday drink, 'cause
I
I made-
did like a salted caramel.
That's
like,
right.
I did the mulled cider, which came in, if I remember correctly, dead last.
Carry the one.
Yeah.
In fact, that's 2 years in a row that I have finished dead last in the drink challenges.
So you want to do this again?
Well, I do. Yeah, because
Okay.
I feel like I need to redeem myself.
Holiday version too,
Are we
right?
putting any rules, any type of drink or anything, or is it just wide open holiday drink?
Well, I'm open to any suggestion. I just think that as we head ever so closer,
Holiday,
we need to do one. I mean, we've done it the last 2 years,
celebrate.
and I think we haven't done it. So we should probably do a weekend show where we can just fall
Get
over,
crunk.
yeah, and knock it out.
Get our face tattooed.
Yes, you know what we should get? Whatever place you finish in. So
Yeah.
someone's going to get
Under
a
your
1,
eye.
someone's going to get a 2, and someone's going to
Not
get the
tip of your nose,
sad
dude.
3. I say we do it. I think
Okay.
that would be.
I'm in.
He's like, sold. He's like, that sounds great. The face tattoo part.
Work for Post Malone.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
imagine how popular this podcast.
Yeah,
will
I'll
be
get a
once we
raise
all
at
get-
work.
Yeah,
and
once we
everything.
all get face
Yeah,
tattoos
for sure.
Yeah, it's
It'll work.
an audio medium, so we just start tattooing our face.
We get
Yeah.
IT and PH on
Yeah.
each. Under
well,
each
this
shot.
is our first attempt at actually live streaming a show. I don't know.
I
how
don't know if
this-
it's working.
We don't know if it's recording or not. But after this, we got our video editor in Ely. He can figure it out.
Yeah,
See
we'll
how
see
it
what we can
goes.
do.
We'll see.
I'm pretty psyched about it. It's the dawn of a new era, potentially.
Yeah.
Potentially, we're going to try to do this. So we shall see how it goes.
Try to keep up with the Joneses.
Well, that's exactly right. I think
Mike
we need
Jones?
to find
Mike Jones.
some other places. So if you get a chance, we'll be working on that over the next couple of weeks. We'll be putting them up on YouTube, probably Facebook Live between
Yeah,
now and then. So
something like that.
Something we're working on. So thank you guys so much for tuning in this week and every week that you join us. If you haven't had a chance to pull a Cincinnati swap on somebody, grab their phone, sign them up for the show, hit the old subscribe button. They'll definitely appreciate it, and then you guys will have something to talk about in the upcoming weeks. If you haven't had a
For
chance
sure.
to send us any topics, you can always do so at insidethepallethouse@gmail.com or on Instagram and Twitter at ITPH Podcast. Or you can always just head over to the Facebook page. I know that one gets checked fairly often by the crew there.
That's right.
So thank you guys so much for tuning in. We'll be talking to you the remainder of this Hollywood holiday season. Jeez,
Yeah.
crow. We'll be talking to you guys soon. Have a great week. Cheers.
Cheers. That was a pretty good podcast on today.